Hey, Reviews and Dunn. Who's giving you a dose this week?
I've always been fascinated by the occult. I grew up with two aunts who were mediums who would speak to the dead and to their ancestors, their dreams. I grew up with a grandmother who practiced a version of brujeria, this religion with these kind of very deep cultural indigenous roots. So I was always really fascinated by this world. And this beautiful script from Alan Treza touched on all these things and more. In terms of the generational trauma, I look at what my parents and what my grandparents went through, their experiences, what they gave up for me to be where I am today. And it just felt like the burden of that, the horror of that, but also the beauty of it was at the heart of this horror movie. I think they go hand in hand. Emotional family drama is its own sort of horror. So it was weaved in a way that I think actually exemplified the horror and made it bigger and better. And, I love a fun roller coaster ride. This horror film is just balls to the wall, nonstop, roller coaster ride of horror, Sam Raimi style, supernatural. But I think that we were able to weave in this beautiful family drama at its core. These are all real. Palo is a real religion, and these artifacts, they come from Palo. So we deep dived into the research with our production designer Carlos Osorio, our props team. We would go to the botanicas in New York where the paleros sell these cauldrons and items and occult objects. Then we would do the same in Colombia where we shot a lot of the film. We would even have paleros offer us real cauldrons with real animal remains, even human body parts, which was a little bit terrifying. Maybe not the most sanitary thing we passed on that prop, but it all gave this a level of authenticity. And they also would talk to us about how these rituals were held, the element of the rum and the cigar and the way that you light a candle and the way that you speak, and it blends Spanish and Congolese. All of that was in the film. I think, at the end of the day, what this film is about is the experiences that our parents and our grandparents went through to shape us and to give us the opportunity to be where we are today. And that's really what Rosario needs to confront and discover to survive this curse. So when it came to that revelation, I think we all related to it in different ways. I saw the journey that my parents and grandparents went to and what they left behind, their family, their career, their friends. Emerald, our lead actress, felt the same way. She grew up in a border town in Brownsville, Texas, where we actually just screened the movie yesterday, which is really beautiful. And coming from these roots and to this world of Los Angeles, Hollywood glamour, whatever you want to call it, what you leave behind, but also how you keep those roots with you. That's what Emerald and I talked about quite a bit. And she killed it. I mean, she's an incredible actress. And not only does she have the humor down pat and the confidence and the no nonsense thing that makes her so charming, but she also just has a lot of heart and soul and put a lot of thought into that sequence in particular. I hope folks leave the theater feeling a little grossed out, like they need a shower after after all of the body horror and terror that we put poor Rosario through. But I also hope that over dinner or afterwards when they're in bed, maybe they think a little bit more about these themes, about the sacrifices that they've gone through, that their folks have gone through to get to where they are, to feel proud of that, but also acknowledge that, and maybe give their grandma a call.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's Reviews and Dunn.